What's up, everybody? It's your girl Stephanie, and today I have my March favorites for you. You might have noticed that there was no favorites last month. I think this might be the first time in years that I missed a month, but during that time about a month ago, a lot was going on. And then when I was planning on filming, a lot of the coronavirus stuff started popping up. I didn't feel right just filming a video all about products. I filmed a video about the coronavirus. I really wanted to get that information out. To me, that video was a lot more important to get out. But at this point I realized I've been watching a lot of videos just to hang out, a little escape, and I still enjoy using products and wearing makeup, even staying at home, and I'm sure a lot of you are as well. So we got a bunch of really good products for you. Before we get into it, if you haven't yet, please make sure to subscribe below. Come join the sisterhood. No matter your true pronoun or gender identity, come join the family. All right, let's get started. The air quality in LA has exponentially improved. It's pretty crazy in the last month because obviously there are a lot less cars on the road, and my skin is definitely reflecting that. So I haven't had too many new breakouts. I really have nothing on the face right now, knock on wood. But I have had some, leftover scarring, especially on my chin. And what I've been using is this product from Murad. This is the Murad Acne Control Post-Acne Spot Lightening Gel. This has hydroquinone. This is an ingredient that helps to fade that dark spot that occurs after your acne is all gone. I've said this a few times, but as I've gotten older, it takes so much longer for my skin to completely heal after I've had a breakout. That dark spot can just linger for months even. So I've been using this a bunch on my chin where I was having a lot of really deep acne breakouts, and I feel like it's really been helping. I've tried a few different products like this, and personally I think this is the one that I've seen the most immediate results with. I'm just trying to get those little annoying spots gone. So if you have any of those, maybe look into this. And also in the same line from Murad, we have this Rapid Relief Acne Spot Treatment. This contains 2.0% salicylic acid in there, and this is the treatment that I've been using in the daytime. I've been, getting ones here and there, those ones that kind of show up for a couple days, or just an immediate little whitehead, and I've been putting this on that and it clears it immediately. Those ones usually clear up in a couple days, but if I hit it with this initially, it's gone pretty fast. I also was starting to get a bunch of little ones on my chest for some reason. I kind of started when I got Josie. She loves to lick, and her little paw, I think about her paws walking around LA on the streets. We really do clean them and wash them a lot, but no matter what, there could be some leftover dirt in there. And she loves to lay on my chest. So I think it might be the licking or the paws on my chest. It's pretty much all cleared up at this point, but I definitely was using this one a lot. So if you're just looking for a really straightforward and effective spot treatment, this one's great. A serum that I have been very much enjoying is this one from Primera. This is the Wild Seed Firming Serum. Primera is a clean beauty company. Now this serum is supposed to be firming, great for wrinkles, very moisturizing, and I'm sure a lot of you are like, Stephanie, you don't need any kind of firming or anything at all. I'm aware. I am very thankful for the skin that I have. Thank you, Mom. She gave me her really nice skin for sure. But I have noticed, little lines here, some things going on. So I thought, hey, why not try a serum that is really focused for that? The texture is really fun. It is a very stretchy serum, so it's really fun to apply. Not sticky at all. I think the thing that I really love about it too is it's extremely moisturizing, but it is not like an oil. So you don't feel like you're going to bed with just this really heavy thing on your face. And when you wake up, your face feels real bouncy. I feel like whenever I put this serum on compared to nights that I don't now, I just feel like I have this kind of elasticity happening in my cheeks. They just kind of look plumper. And I was reading a bunch of reviews on Sephora of women with more mature skin, And they were saying that this is like very effective for them as well in terms of like the tightening aspect. So I use it primarily for how moisturizing and how like, you know, bouncy my skin feels afterwards, but also it does address some aging as well. So maybe look into this one. I'm not sure how many of y'all are still regularly wearing makeup, but to be honest, putting on a little bit of makeup really does put me in a mind frame of getting work done. And if I pass a mirror in my house, I just like feel a lot more put together. You know, I was really sick for a few days. I actually had a stomach flu. And I know actually a few people did message me saying that there were cases of people with the coronavirus who only had gastrointestinal issues. But like upon speaking further, like their issues really just kept going for like weeks and weeks. I caught my stomach flu from Michael, who had it for, I want to say like 4 or 5 days. And then I had it really bad for 4 or 5 days as well. And then it was done. Like that was it. So I had absolutely no respiratory issues. So fairly certain, and we did speak to a doctor on like a FaceTime call, that it was just a stomach bug. You know, a lot of people are still getting sick right now with other sicknesses as well. So it was just unfortunate and pretty scary timing, because when Michael first came down with it, it was like, oh man, it was really, really scary, because we thought that, you know, he had coronavirus. Anyways, sorry, that was a very long tangent, but during that whole time, I wasn't wearing makeup. I was just feeling like absolute crap. Obviously, within my body, there was a lot of crap. And I just kept looking at the mirror, just being like, oh my God. Like, I didn't have enough energy to even shower, you know? Michael kept telling me, you're gonna feel so much better if you take a shower. And I was like, I can't even, the thought of even going in there and like having to raise my arms right now is just, it seemed impossible. So after that, when I got all better, started wearing a little bit of makeup every other day, every day, and I just felt so much better about myself in general. So I think that makeup can be really used as a tool right now just to feel like yourself. So I do have a few makeup items that I have been wearing really regularly during this time. Oh, you know what? I have one more skincare item too. So let me talk about this first. This is the Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse. This is the makeup remover that I was using before the quarantine and during as well. I think this is like an OG YouTuber product. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've just seen so many YouTubers over the years talk about this, and I honestly might have talked about it before too, or maybe the balm version. I like that as well. But I've been using this just to get all that makeup off. It just makes your skin so clean. It really gets that makeup out. What they tell you to do is to, you know, put it all over your face dry, get all your makeup really, really taken off the skin, and then rinse it off with water. What I personally like to do is get a muslin cloth. I remove all my makeup with muslin cloths, no matter what kind of remover I use. And I like to use a damp muslin cloth and just get it all off. And that is like another kind of tool to get all that makeup out of your skin. I feel like a lot of times when you have oily skin, you don't want to use oil-based products, and also a lot of times oil-based products leave a film on the skin, even if you're trying to just like scrub it off, even with like a cloth. But this one does not at all. So you don't need to use a cloth at all. That's just my method. If you just use water, it comes off the skin and you're like left with no residue. So really, really love this stuff. So let's get into some makeup. I guess this is kind of like a skincare item as well, because this is from Paulas Choice. This is the Shine Stopper Instant Matte Finish. I got this product a couple months ago with another product. I've never used Paulas Choice before at all. People kept telling me to try them out. So I went on the site and saw this and I was like, oh, as a very oily person, I want this. And I also got the it's like the BHA AHA toner. Oh man, I could have totally put that in this video too, because I have been loving that. I'll put it in next month. I had to make a mental note. I really need to try out more Paulas Choice products because both of these are amazing. So like I said, this is kind of like, I guess I use it as my primer now before I put on my makeup, and it really does mattify the skin beautifully. Also been wearing it just alone as is when I've been at home, because I don't want to be oily even if I'm not wearing makeup. If I just put on my skincare and I'm just like bombing around my house, I get so oily and just kind of uncomfortable and like not cute feeling. So I'll put this on alone as well. So what you want to do is you put just like a little pea size amount, actual pea size. I rub it between my fingers and then I pat, 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 pat. First starting on my cheeks and then I kind of like spread out from there. You don't want to rub this product in the instructions. It's really important to pat it in. And it starts off like a cream texture. And then as it dries and as you disperse it around your skin, it really does mattify and create a very smooth surface throughout the day. My oils will definitely come through, but not in the crazy way it would normally. And it does wear beautifully underneath makeup as well. I've used this with a bunch of foundations and concealers at this point. So really nothing bad to say about this product. If you're an oily person, you need some mattifying, even without any makeup on, you want a little bit of mattifying. Try this product out. And if you have other Paulas Choice products that I should try out, please let me know in the comments. So today I am wearing definitely a lot more makeup than I typically wear in a normal day. I am wearing foundation. I'm actually wearing this foundation here. This is the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear. Just started trying this one out. Love it. I really love how I can it's like your skin but better kind of foundation. It's a really natural, nice finish. But the things I really want to talk about are these concealers here. These are the YSL Touche Éclat Radiant Touch concealers. This again is such an OG product. It's a product that is a staple in so many people's makeup bags. And for some reason, I just never really reached for it. It's just one of those things where I just really never got like the correct color match and stuff. But I recently did, and I really have been loving these, especially for this time where I want a really light conceal that is very natural looking. So underneath my eyes, I have the shade 2.5. And when you apply, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this, it's a little brush applicator. And it is quite a sheer-ish, not like completely sheer, but it is not an opaque product. But when you blend it into the skin, it does conceal in a very natural way. I feel like the formula of this concealer would be good from oily to dry because it doesn't stick to any dry patches. It really is, again, like this Lancome foundation. It is like a your skin but better kind of product. And I just feel like it just goes seamlessly into the skin. And then for like my nose and then a little bit on my chin where I do have some of those spots left over, I use shade 3.5. I think these two concealers are just my new favorite, natural, kind of everyday, even when, you know, quarantine is over, going out for errands kind of concealers because they blend really beautifully. They do just enough coverage. I like to have my skin showing through when it comes to everyday makeup. I'm sure a lot of you know, or you could assume, that I am very particular about my brows, and I've been loving this product from Revlon. This is the Revlon Color Stay Brow Creator. I have the color 615 Soft Black. Now this product actually has a regular pencil here, and then it also has a powder inside here. I really haven't played too much, to be honest, with the powder. In terms of the powder, I've been using my Anastasia Brow Duo on top, but I have been loving this pencil. I think in terms of texture, it is a little bit waxier for sure, not as dry, but it is the most comparable drugstore eyebrow pencil that I found to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I think the biggest issue that I have with a lot of drugstore brow products is texturally, they're just not right. They're way too soft or waxy. It breaks off, like it starts clumping up in all your hairs, you know, it gets caught up in there. This is not the most perfect pencil ever, but it is, like I said, the most comparable to Anastasia. It is a little bit softer. If you're not careful, it can get clumped up in the brow hairs a bit, but I feel like that's pretty common for not only drugstore, but a lot of other companies of brow pencils. I think this one's like $9 something. Anastasia is, I think, $24, I wanna say. So if it's almost good enough and it pretty much gives you the same result, why not get something that's a lot cheaper. All right, y'all, I have absolutely been loving this palette. I meant to talk about it in last month's favorites, but obviously that did not happen. This is probably the product that I was the most bummed to not be able to talk about with y'all. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Collection, and this is their collaboration with my girl Weylie. She did such an incredible job with all these colors. I love all of them, and I've been using them like crazy. The texture of these really are so silky and buttery. Everything is crazy pigmented, and the tones of every one of these products, I would say, you know, I can't speak for other skin tones, but for me personally, they work beautifully. So we'll start from like right to left. So here are the two bronzy shades. I use this bottom shade here to kind of carve out, I guess, like a little bit of contour. Like I flick it on the very bottom of my cheekbone, give it a little bit more dimension, and then I blend the deep bronzer, the one up top, which is a little bit lighter and has a little bit more highlight in there, all over. It just gives you the most like beautiful golden sun-kissed bronzy look. Today I used this apricot color as my blush. Been loving that one. And then these two highlights are so beautiful. The one that I've really been gravitating towards is Golden Hour. I love a golden peachy highlight. That's my everything. In terms of my eyes today, I have a Sunset bronzer all over. I like to use like a little bit of a fluffier eyeshadow brush to apply it on. I just feel like it helps blend it all out. By the way, they all blend so easily, beautifully. I even feel like this is the kind of color, the kind of texture that you could even just pick up with your finger. And if you were to just kind of like lightly rock it back and forth, you could blend it up, no problem. So I have that color all over my eyes, and then just on the very little inner corner and then brow bone, I use Golden Hour again. If you're just looking for an all around great face palette, like all over my face, all over my eyes, that's pretty much what I've been using. You know, obviously I haven't been doing like a full eye look all the time, but even if I'm just going for something light, I'll put it on. So easy to use. Weylie, you did a great job. Get your hands on this. All right, we got our last product here. This is the Jouer Essential Hydrating Lip Oil in Natural Shine. I think it was like a couple months ago that I spoke about the Dior lip oil. So I've been on a lip oil kind of kick, but this one is like completely sheer, but again, it has that applicator that I love. Look at this cushy little guy. Every time I put it on my lips, I'm like, oh yeah. It is just so nice, so hydrating. I would say one of the glossiest products you could ever possibly use, but it is not like a sticky gloss at all. It is really comfortable on the lips. In terms of texture, it is like the best balance between a gloss and an oil, because it is quite slippery, not sticky in any way, but it stays within the confines of your lips. I feel like some oils kind of want to like spread out, but it stays within the lips. I just feel like it adds just a really nice shine to any look, especially with a minimal look. If you add a gloss to it, a sheer one, it just kind of elevates it and makes you feel a little bit better. Your like lips are popping a little bit. It is not the most long-lasting product at all, but because it is a like lip oil hydration product, it's not gonna leave your lips thirsty afterwards. So after it starts wearing off, like I'm sure you might have seen my lips, you know, before I put this on right now. I think I've been wearing it for a good couple hours and I've been talking a bunch. So it does wear off eventually, but your lips are left after the product is gone quite hydrated and not super dry. I've just been loving this stuff. It's just what I've been reaching for all month long. All right, everyone, that is it for my favorites. You saw the sun completely set behind me. But yeah, I hope y'all are doing okay during this time. This is like nothing we've ever experienced, obviously. So I hope this video maybe gave you a little break, maybe some laughs or smiles. That's really like literally all I want is to make you happy with these videos. Obviously with other videos, maybe learn something, but essentially at the core of what I want to provide is happiness. So if there are any resources y'all want to provide, you know, in the comments down below, please do so. I'm gonna continue on with my stay-at-home vlogs. We have some fun stuff coming up. Some like home improvement and some cooking for sure. And I'm gonna be posting my like meet my dog video next. I really can't go wrong with the Josie content, so that is coming your way. Oh, also, okay, I really want to film a Sex Smarts episode, and I'm going to film it. I'm working on it right now, about how to cohabitate healthily with your partner, or it could be even your roommate. I would love to get some tips and tricks from all of you on how you're dealing with all this, like how to be respectful. You know, communication is something that we're always talking about, how communication is so important, but like, how are you communicating well? You know, I would love to get your tips and tricks, because obviously I think Michael and I are doing quite well at this point, but we're, you know, no one's perfect and we're no expert on this. So I would love your input that I could put into the video as well. So please leave that in the comments down below. Would really love to hear all your tips and tricks, because I've already gotten a couple from Instagram and they were like very insightful. A couple of them were things that like I feel like we do unconsciously, but it's great to verbalize these things. So any little thing really matters, even if you think that, oh, it's like a given, it might not be. So please leave a comment down below. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe. I love y'all, and again, hope y'all are doing well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.